Hi guys, welcome back. So, we're in the fallow week, we're a little bit bored now.
I know.
So what are we going to do?
I thought I've been a bit of a loose end this week, to be honest.
Do you want to select some teams?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, so we're going to do a selection, we'll chat about some of the issues that have come up.
Yep.
Yeah, so let's get into it. Ireland versus Wales we'll do as one video.
Yeah.
And then we'll do England versus Scotland as another one.
Should we start with the easy one?
Who's that? Who are you saying is easy?
I reckon the Irish team is fairly straightforward to select.
Go on then, you go for it. I haven't seen yours again,
no.
so this is always good fun.
I've gone Healy, Best, Furlong. I've gone Henderson, Ryan, same as.
Yeah, I think absolutely. Now, obviously Toner played last game.
Yeah.
And he was good, and he wins his line-out ball, no problem. And I think Ryan is the better player.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, me too. I think Toner offers something off the bench more so than Ryan does. I think
it depends what you want off the bench.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
But Ryan is just generally all round a bit more athletic.
Yeah.
And I think they're going to need that against Wales, who are going to move the ball at some point in this game.
Yeah, and I think actually a big positive for the Welsh that's come out of the Six Nations so far is that actually their pack is very mobile.
Yeah.
Which we do see most Six Nations championships from Wales, but I think more so with the amount of injuries they've had, is a very athletic pack. So I think that kind of does come down to them trying to match them a little bit.
No, so I think Ryan and Henderson definitely the right call there. For us, back row?
O'Mahony, Levy, Stander.
Yeah, I think it's pretty easy now. They've had a few injuries. That's the way to go. It's a really good balance there. Loads of line out, loads of athleticism, lots of ball carrying. There has been some criticism of Stander being a bit too straight up and down. Do you think that's merited?
I think he's been found out a bit, isn't he? He had a real breakthrough season. He looked all at sea in New Zealand because they worked out his game. Big ball carrier.
Yeah.
Not a massive amount else.
No.
And I think teams have just worked him out.
Possibly, yeah, absolutely.
He's not as effective as he was when he first burst on the scene.
I think all he really needs to do, though, there's nothing wrong with being a big ball carrier and going pretty direct. He just needs that little extra something, a little show of the ball, a little bit of footwork, a little bit of a fend, just something to get him onto a soft shoulder, through a half gap. I think that will make the big difference. I don't think he should change and start throwing massive passes around.
But you look at somebody like Benny Vulapola or Ben Morgan when he first burst onto the scene, and the big ball carriers bumping people off left, right and centre, and then they get found out, and it's who reacts quicker. Now Billy's got that subtle offloading game.
He's got a nice little pass.
Ben Morgan good in defence, but again he struggled and has gone back to Premiership rugby rather than being around the international scene.
I think it's fair to say he does need to step up a little bit. Yeah. But he's a good player.
Oh yeah. 9-10 for you?
9-10 is 9-10, isn't it? Easy. We don't even say their names anymore. No. It's that easy. But go on then. Murray and Sexton are going to be absolutely key here.
Vital, aren't they?
Absolutely. To control this game and keep Wales honest, keep them pinned back. Very similar to what England did. I can see Ireland doing that. Yeah. I can also see Ireland starving Wales of possession a bit here as well.
Yeah, me too.
And maybe just going through a stack of phases and pinning them back and then saying, Wales, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
But anyway, sorry, I stopped you at 9-10. What about the rest?
I've gone Stockdale, one wing, Earls the other.
Yes.
I think they've been pretty safe as houses. Stockdale looked good against Italy the other day. Pace to burn, big, strong, powerful.
Yeah, Stockdale deserves another outing.
Yeah, Keith Earls is looking class at the moment, actually.
Yeah, absolutely, he's been standout.
Aki and Farrell.
You've gone Aki and okay, so I have as well. So I didn't know what you'd gone for.
Yeah, no, I didn't know what you'd gone for.
So you've dropped Fergus McFadden from 13.
Yes.
Unbelievable.
I know.
Okay.
Come to my senses, I think, a little bit.
I don't know. We don't know. If he comes on and wins the Six Nations for Ireland,
that is true.
And you'll be laughing.
I will be. Yeah, but all the doubt is wrong.
Exactly. Okay. So yeah, Chris Farrell. I think he is the next guy coming in.
Yeah.
He deserves his chance. He plays 13. He knows how to defend at 13.
Yeah. I think it's interesting with Ringrose coming back into the squad.
Very interesting.
I almost had him in my side. But I think it's a little bit early. Yeah,
it wasn't that desperate.
No.
But if they can get him some game time and get some minutes into his legs, and hopefully in the next 2 games maybe he could start.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's real positive for them. Hopefully Farrell goes well for them there.
Yeah, and then safe as houses, Carney at fullback.
Yeah. I mean, what I would say is possibly not a huge amount of flair in that back line. Not a huge amount of creativity, but I'm not sure they're going to go that way against Wales anyway.
It's going back to that game plan that we talked about right at the beginning, isn't it? It's that the Irish play a very It's a very simple game. Well, it's very kicking focused.
They can open it up. Again, it's like England. Against Italy, Ireland and England opened up and showed what they could do.
Yeah, yeah.
But they know they have a very effective, tight, tactical game.
Yeah.
And why not?
And I think they'll pick a side that reflects that. I think especially playing against Wales, who they've got a couple of potentially inexperienced guys in the back line. I think that'll be quite an important battle in the backs. The forwards, I think, will be much of a muchness with Wales.
That's what I put down here. Who do you think's got the edge? In the scrum, who do you think's got the edge? Probably just about give it to Ireland.
Yeah, just about.
It's close. Wales have been very good in the scrum. Yeah. Line out, don't know. Physicality. Even-ish, yeah. So let us know who do you think's got who's going to come out on top in that battle.
For me, what surprised me about the Welsh so far is that they've been defensively very strong.
Sean Edwards is going to be delighted. They've been absolutely awesome in defence. So how disciplined they were against England was ridiculous.
Yeah.
When England were going through those power phases against them, I thought there must be a penalty here, and nothing, absolutely nothing. So I think that is a concern for Ireland. Ireland are awesome at going through multiple big phases again and again and again and again. But they used to making headway, maybe against the French or whatever. But they might not make as much headway as they think against.
No, and again, it comes back to you watch in Italy when they chucked the ball around against Ireland. They created space, they created chances. I think if you can do that against these top quality sides, they did the same against England. If you chuck the ball about a bit and want to play, space opens up. It's just about that being able to take it, isn't it? I suppose.
Okay, so let's go on to Wales then.
Yep.
I'll go through. We'll reverse it. Okay. I'll go through my team and compare against yours. So I've got Evans, Owens, and Lee front row.
Yep.
Exactly the same.
Yep.
Yeah. So Scarlett's boys in the front row have been doing great.
Yes.
No
concerns at all. Really.
And really, actually, to be fair, it's exactly the same pack. You know, I've got Jones and Hill in the second row.
Yeah.
I can't see any other.
I've gone Davis in the second row.
Oh, you have got. Why is that?
I haven't been particularly impressed with Corey Hill.
Okay.
He hasn't necessarily done anything wrong. He's just not. He's not been your standout Jake Ball, or he's not had as much impact on the game as a Jake Ball has.
I think that's fair. I think he's actually done okay.
He has, I think
he's done okay, but I know compared to maybe what Jake Ball and Alan Wynne-Jones, I think yes, he's slightly below their level.
Yeah.
But I still think he's done enough to stay in the team. But
I've just got Bradley Davis because I think he's a bit more experienced. Yeah. He strikes me as a bit more of an Alan Wynne-Jones,
a bit
more
tougher.
nuggety, bit more get in your face.
If that's what you want, then that's absolutely
fine. And I think especially against Ireland, I think that's what you need.
Okay, and back rows, it's the same back row. I think yours.
I was tempted to bring Faletau straight in.
So as was I.
But I thought actually Moriarty's not really done anything wrong.
No. Shingler and Navidi, especially, I think those two have been outstanding.
Yeah,
especially Shingler, it's surpassed my expectations.
Yeah.
Moriarty's been hard and straightforward and hard working. He doesn't quite look on it to me.
No.
He looks a little stiff. I don't know if it's his back.
It's coming back, isn't he, I suppose.
But if you go 60 minutes of Moriarty, then bring on Faletau, and that's pretty cool.
I think so. Yeah,
or even earlier if you want to.
Yeah, it's a good option to have, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Gareth Davis and Anscombe, I've gone for at 10.
I've brought Biggar straight back in. Okay. I wasn't very impressed with Reece Patchell.
No, he did have a bit of a stinker against England. That's
Gareth Anscombe was great when he played their second half.
Yeah.
But I think he'll go bigger just because it's Ireland and they're away from home.
It's a tricky one. I think, as in the game plan I'd play against Ireland, is I would stay in the game for the first 20, half an hour. I would be super solid, not let Ireland get away, keep it pretty level if you can, obviously try and get ahead, and then bring on Anscombe or Patchell, probably Anscombe, to open up the game. However, Biggar straight from the cold into a massive game, I just don't know, fitness-wise, it's a risk. It's a risk, and Anscombe's on an emotional high. I would go for him, but I completely see why he put Biggar straight in.
I think they will bottle it, the coaching staff, and I think they will bottle it and go Biggar and Halfpenny at 10 and fullback because they'll want that control on the game.
If he generally is fit to play, then yes, I think it's a shoulder problem with Biggar, so he may be fitter than if it was a knee problem. So
exactly.
That's not a bad shout.
I just think with the occasion, they're away from home, the pressure's on.
Okay. You've talked me around. You've taught me around, Al.
I can see why you've gone Anscombe, because actually I thought he was great.
It's close, isn't it? It's close. But I think, okay, I'll go bigger, bring on Anscombe.
Yeah, I think that, again, and that shows the way that England have been doing it with the finisher. Anscombe would be a great finisher. Up the tempo, come on with a fresh 9. The two of them really kind of run ragged in the last 20 minutes.
Absolutely. Okay, so centres, I've got for Parks and Williams, I think they've been outstanding.
Yeah, they've been great.
Really, really solid.
Defensively solid, haven't they? Really, really strong.
And they're going to need that.
Yeah.
Back three is the one I found tricky.
I think we've gone the same, actually.
Really? I think Halfpenny comes straight in at 15.
Me too.
They're going to have some clever kicks put on them by Sexton and Murray for sure, and Halfpenny is needed for that.
Yeah, and I think against England, he was a real loss for them.
Massive, right at the last minute.
I never thought, I didn't think we'd be saying that about Lee Halfpenny leading into the Six Nations, but he was immense the first game against Scotland.
Yeah.
And they massively missed his goal kicking.
I think without Liam Williams there, that was he could have slotted into full back and it would have been a lot better.
Yeah, it would have been fine.
So I think that was a big loss. And his goal kicking was missed, so he's straight in there.
Yeah.
I'm putting in Liam Williams on one wing.
He was great for Saracens.
He's played a couple of games.
Yeah,
he's
really
fit,
good.
He's class. He's in. And then the question is, who's the other winger?
Not George North for me.
Because?
I don't know.
Gut feeling?
Yeah, I've just not been that impressed with George North. He had a good game for Northampton, but he's looking like a good club rugby player. He's not looking like an international.
North always
controversial,
but well, he needs time. North always needs time and game under his belt before he gets to that high level. And I think Steph Evans has been really good for both games.
Yeah.
So I think he deserves to stay. Probably North on the bench.
I think North's on the way. I think he's on the way down.
Yeah.
In terms of, I don't think he's going to be around the international scene much
longer. Because
he shied away. He shied away on the Lions tour. He's looked okay when we've seen him.
Okay, controversial. Let us know what you think. I think
these younger guys,
he's
quicker,
moving back to Wales. I think that's going to help him a lot, freshen up. But anyway,
he just doesn't look very confident. I think for me at the moment, his confidence looks a bit shot.
Okay, so I think it's going to come down to, can Wales stay tactically tight for that first bit of the game?
Yeah.
I am confident-ish that they can unlock Ireland's defence and they can do something pretty special as the game opens out. But if they're too far away at the point that comes, then it's game over. Yeah,
I think line-outs for me are key. You've got Ireland are going to be pretty spot on line-out time. So I think Wales have got to either match that defensively or have got to be as good offensively, using their line-out as a real weapon.
Yeah, it's going to be really interesting to see how Ireland play this one. I think they're going to go super tight green machine on them.
Yeah, me too.
And keep the ball for long periods, tactically kick, put pressure on them, say to Wales, in your first 20 minutes, if you want to run it back from deep, you
go
do
for it. Yeah.
Which is why maybe bigger is the better choice.
Yeah.
Because then they can get into a bit of a kicking battle maybe in the first bit of that game.
Yeah, and I think that's where the control of Halfpenny at fullback will be crucial. Yeah. I think he will be the game changer for me, I think.
Okay.
I'd imagine the way that Ireland are going to play, I think back three will be crucial for Wales. They've got to be solid.
Yeah, and I think it is a much more solid back three for Wales.
Yeah,
this is the best Wales team they've put out so far this championship.
Yeah.
The problem with them is it's away in Ireland, and that's incredibly hard to go and win.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's almost 50-50. I give it to Ireland because they're at home. But, Ireland are worried.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Wales arguably should have beaten England at the weekend.
Yeah.
It could have gone either way.
If Ireland get it right though and play super tight and super accurate, I think they will sneak it in a real tight one if I was to predict it. But if it opens out, I think Wales for the win.
I agree.
But anyway, let us know what you think there, different selections, how you think they're going to play. Anyway, fascinating.
It's a cracking game.
Yeah, brilliant. Until next time, we'll see you then.